We are here at the Quint's office for 21 questions with Sadhika.
Well, I'm not answering 21 questions about myself, but I can answer these questions about COP. And before you swipe, because COP is boring, give me a second, yeah. It's not as boring, it's fun, it's slightly important, and the next time somebody says COP, you'll know exactly what to say.
Okay, so what is COP, Sadhika?
COP is the Conference of Parties. This is COP 27, which is the 27th such meeting. And basically, it's the most important sort of climate conference in the world. I call it the Met Gala of the climate world.
Alright, and what has COP achieved till now?
Very important thing. So all major global decisions internationally that have been taken so far, like the Paris Agreement, the Kyoto Protocol, basically regulations on how much and who can pollute, what will happen if they pollute too much, how much should we not pollute, all of these international decisions for the world have been taken at COPs.
So I'm sure India is going to be there, and what do you think is their agenda?
So there are 200 countries that are going to be there at COP, and of course India is going to be there because India has been championing climate, and we've done some good work in the climate space. This year our biggest agenda is going to be climate finance.
Big words. What is climate finance?
Climate finance is basically, as the word suggests, all the money that comes in or goes out and has to do anything with climate change. So basically, there's a lot of things that are happening to us, especially India is the 5th most vulnerable country in the world to climate change. So we have floods, we have droughts, we have rainfall, our agriculture is completely messed up because of because of the impact of climate change. So we are losing out on too much. And we need money to deal with all of it. The money that we need to deal with all of it is called climate finance. But again, before you ask this question, somebody else has to give us this money. But why are we owed this money? And that's because we were not historical polluters in the first place. While we are having to deal with the worst impacts of climate change, we didn't really do much to cause it. So the people who did cause it are the first world countries, the global north, the America, the Britain, the Frances of the world, and they owe us this money. So this year's India's agenda, along with other like-minded developing countries, is going to be to ask for climate finance.
Right, and when is COP27 happening?
From the 6th of November to the 18th of November in Egypt this year.
And where do we get all the updates?
At the Quint. There will probably not be 21 questions, but we will ensure that we tell you everything that you need to know about COP and that you should know about COP. It's extremely important because it impacts your life. Inflation, this, that, the air that you breathe, everything is climate change. It's very relevant what happens at COP, and you should know about it. And most of all, the next time somebody says, oh, have you heard about COP? What is happening? You'll know exactly what to say.